Hello deal hunters, here are 8 travel apps you need to save money. We're going to go through it on my phone. Let's bring up the screen recording. First one is Currency Converter. This is actually not like any other currency converter app. The reason I like it is one, it's got a calculator tool. So here you can, when you're in a restaurant, let's say you're adding something up or bits that you want to pay for. Okay, you just type in 15, it tells you. But then very quickly you can add some extra numbers together. Other currency apps don't have that. And you press equals, it comes to the total. But this app has a secret weapon up its sleeve and it's completely free. And I think it's genius. If you press calculator at the bottom here, imagine you're in a country which accepts 2 different currencies. Let's say it's Mexico. They have their local currency, but they also take US dollars. So let's say that the bill was in Mexican pesos and it was like 1,000, I don't know. And you paid in your wallet, you had, oh crap, I've got 600 Mexican pesos. How much is left? And it tells you, please add $23 or 400 more Mexican pesos. So let's say you had some dollars as well, and you're like, okay, I've got $25. It then tells you what change you could ask for. And that's really clever for countries which accept 2 currencies and that you could pay for both. So that's the Currency Converter app and it's free. There are some adverts and there are some paid added things if you want, which I've never done before. The next app, which is a new one to keep an eye on, it's called Rumor. The really interesting premise of Rumor is that when you book a holiday, but then you have to cancel it, but you can't get a refund, you usually lose all of that money. Rumor is a platform where you can sell your room that you've paid for, but you're unable to cancel and get a refund for. That's the premise. And the idea is that there are always people looking for super cheap hotel deals. So why don't they be able to buy the room from you because you can't go anymore? It's like reselling tickets. The reality of Rumor is very different at the moment. So whilst you can buy and sell these rooms, I've not found that many deals on it. Here you can see me searching for Bangkok, Thailand. And yes, you can see deals, 70% off this hotel, 40% off this hotel, 40% off this hotel. But actually, these are just deals. They're not because someone's cancelled their room and you're buying it from them. So they have normal hotel deals on here as well, which are really good and they're exclusive pricing. So it's worth looking at the Rumor app just for that. But here you can sell your room. Stuck with a non-refundable reservation, sell it here. Someone's willing to pay you for it. So it's really interesting. I haven't yet used it myself to buy a room from someone that's selling, but it's one to keep an eye on. The next app I want to talk about is a basic one, is Citymapper. You've probably used this. Citymapper is one of the most used travel apps in big cities. For example, London. You can see it's got Paris there, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Bordeaux, Frankfurt, Switzerland. It's got New York, Milan, loads of places. And I find it the best travel app for big cities. And the reason is because it can combine multiple modes of transport together. And I find it easier to understand than Google Maps in foreign countries. And it includes car sharing, scooters, sometimes bike schemes as well, which can all be cheaper than private taxis. So Citymapper is a nice way to save money when you're abroad. The next app I want to talk about is called Viator. What's Viator? It's a very interesting app. And Viator finds you tours for when you're on holiday. So for example, let's say we want to go to Phuket in Thailand. You say, what kind of things do you love? Well, I like new restaurants, take a city walk, go for a hike, just 2 things. And then it shows you all the things that you could do, the kind of tour experiences, which Airbnb does now, but I find Airbnb more expensive. So let's say I want to do this one, like go on a speedboat, including buffet lunch and national park fees from £59. It shows you pictures and you can book it there, But what I find really useful is that there are loads of reviews, and I find them quite genuine reviews as well. So if the tour wasn't very good, it will say it's not a very good tour. So have a look at Viator. I find that the prices are reasonable, and compared to Airbnb experiences, much cheaper. And like this one, you can also find special offers where there is a saving. It's quite nice to book things in advance. And as you can see here, there's free cancellation on many of them. So you can cancel up to 24 hours, but it's good to like book your space because you know the best tours sell out. The next app is one that I haven't used, but I think I want to talk about it because it looks good for certain people. And that's called Tripit, and it's a travel planner. So I think this is good if you're going on a business trip or a trip with lots of different steps in your journey. And what it does is it creates very detailed itineraries for you, and you email all the different things to Tripit. So your flights, your train tickets, maybe your conference tickets, and it creates this kind of like scheduled breakdown of exactly what you're going to do. So access important information even when you're online. You can get real-time flight alerts on your app. I'll come back to a better tool for that. Upload important documents to your travel plans, get destination-specific health information, view your itinerary on an interactive app so you can see where you're going. And this is the main screen, right? It puts it all into this perfect timeline. And for people who are very about their holidays, sorry, my chair's really squeaky. Can you hear that? For people who want a detailed itinerary, I think this might be a good one. It's free, it's called Tripit. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, check it out. The next app I want to show you is if you're in the UK, I've talked about this before, it's called Petrol Prices. So if you're planning a large UK travel trip, Petrol Prices will show you which petrol stations have the cheapest petrol prices. Next up, we have Flight Radar, and then I'm going to talk about Instagram. But before you think, oh Tom, Instagram's so basic, you will never have seen Instagram used the way I'm about to show you. But first, Flight Radar. So Flight Radar 24 is an advanced way to track your flight. Now you may know that you can just search on your phone for a flight number, and your phone itself can give you some basic information, where it is, estimated time of arrival. If you want a bit more information than that, I really like Flight Radar 24. So let's just, you can see all the planes here, so many planes. Let's just imagine you just type in the flight number or tap on the plane, and it comes up with the information. So where is it going? Where is it going to? If you press more info, you can see here, it gives you the scheduled time and the estimated time of arrival. So scheduled for 9:20, actually it left at 9:35. It was meant to touch down at 11:45. It's running early. It's going to get there at 11:33. And you can track these flights, so you get alerts if it's delayed or if it's going to be on time. What I like, because of my son, Little Deals, I like that it shows you the picture of that plane. And it tells you what kind of plane it is. So this is an Airbus A319-111. And I just think that's quite fun with kids to be able to say, look, this is the exact plane we're on. And, sorry, there's different types of buttons you can press. So if you press follow, you can see the route that it's going to take. So here it is all the way, and it's about to land very soon. The route button, so that shows the whole journey. And then there's a free trial of this, but you can pay. If you press 3D view, this shows you the kind of plane screen that you get on planes with TVs on the back of the screen. Sometimes you're on a plane that doesn't have that TV on the back of the screen with this. And so this actually provides that satellite 3D view of your flight. So if you've got, if you're sitting without a window and you want to see what's going on, or if you've not got that on the back of your seat, or again with kids, this is just a really fun way to keep them entertained and say, hey, look where we are. It does require internet access, so it does depend on whether your flight's got free Wi-Fi or not. The last app I want to talk about, and you're thinking, what? Why is Tom talking about this? Is Instagram. And you've never used Instagram for travel in this way. I won't believe it. First of all, follow Latest Deals UK on Instagram. Thank you very much to the 77,000 followers that we have. Now, travel. So what I like to do is search where you're going. For example, Phuket, Thailand. You're like, okay, Tom, this is pretty basic. But if you go to the location, it's called Places. I think I need to go back, actually. Let's start at the beginning. So normally you would search like this, Phuket, Thailand, and it comes up with pictures of Phuket, Thailand. That's standard. But across the top here, can you see it says Places? Once you tap Places, you tap the place that you want to go, and it comes up with this map. And on the map, all of a sudden, you can see all the photos and stories of that place that I recently posted. So let's say I want, or I'm thinking about going to a specific beach. So this one here is called Paradise Beach Phuket. And I'm thinking, do I want to go there? Well, if you tap that, you can actually see the most recent stories in that area. So here are people who have posted that story yesterday. Look at that. This is 8 hours ago, 4 hours ago. This is right now, 30 minutes ago. That's what the beach looks like right now. And so you can use Instagram for this real-time information view of where you want to go on holiday. So there are 8 travel apps. I hope you enjoy. I hope you find them that they can help you save money and time on your travel planning, and also a bit of fun there as well. Of course, there are so many more travel apps. Google Maps is brilliant for reviews. You've got TripAdvisor. There are all the car hire apps we could go into. There are all the plane apps we could go into. But these are some that I thought might be interesting to put into a video. If you enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Deal Hunters, I'll see you in the next one.